let us see how to create a project in Keel Microvision. Okay, and also let us explore a basic data transfer program. Okay, I'm just double clicking the icon. Okay, I'm just making it full screen, and I'm going to project. I select new Microvision project. Okay, so it will ask where to save your project. Okay, I've created a folder and named it as 8051. I'm just selecting 8051 folder. Okay, so I've selected this folder, and it is a common practice that you create a dedicated folder for particular projects. Okay, so I'm just right clicking here, and I select new folder, and I name it as data transfer. Okay, data transfer. Okay, I'm just going inside data transfer folder, and I am saving my project with the same name. Okay, data transfer. Okay, save. As soon as you click save, it will ask which microcontroller. Okay, there are so many microcontrollers, Atmel, Honeywell, Acer Labs, there are so many. Okay, so we are actually exploring in Intel 8051. Okay, see Intel here, I'm just expanding it. So there are so many microcontrollers. Okay, family of microcontrollers, we will see some of them. Okay, so we are actually doing our programming in 8051 microcontroller. Okay, 8051AH. I'm selecting 8051AH. As soon as you select it, it will show you the description. Okay, what kind of microcontroller it is. MCS51, that is a short form of microcontroller 51. Okay, and it is an NMOS single chip 8-bit microcontroller with 32 IO lines, 2 timers / counters, 5 interrupts / priority levels, 4 KB RAM, and 128 bytes of on-chip RAM. So that is the description or features or the specifications of your 8051 microcontroller. Okay, so I'll select 8051AH and I click OK. Okay, it will ask, one window will pop up. Okay, it will ask copy standard 8051 startup code to the project folder and add file to the project. Okay, we are just clicking no. Okay, we click no. You can see here one target file has been created and one source group 1 has been created. Okay, I'll go to the file. Okay, and I click new. From here I'll be adding my program. Okay, just I'll write my program. So this is the program. Okay, and I'm saving it. Okay, Control S or save. Okay, I'm just saving it as .asm. Okay, data transfer .asm. ASM is the extension. Okay, assembly. Okay, assembly level programming. We are actually saving the program as .asm. Okay, that's the extension. I just click save. You can see the colors have been changed. Okay, so let us go to the program once. Okay, before that, so org00h. Okay, so from here the program will start. Org for origin. Move a comma hash 55h. We are moving the value 55h to the register A. From here we are keep on moving the value to the different registers. Okay, R0, R1 and R2. Okay, so R1 and R2 it both will become 55. Okay, so R0 also become 55. Okay, and we are moving a value hash 95h to the register R3, and from R3 we are moving the value 95h to the register A. Okay, so that is the basics of programming. So now I will right click on source group. Okay, I just select and I right click and I choose add files to the source group. Okay, we are actually adding the .asm file. Okay, we are actually adding the .asm file which we have saved. Okay, add files to the source group, and I search the ASM file here. See here the file type is C. I just have to go to ASM source file. I select ASM source file and we have found data transfer.asm. I just select it, I just add and I close it. Okay, so if you can see here, data transfer.asm has been added to the source group 1. Okay, so now I just right click and I build the target and rebuild the target. Okay, I just build the target. Okay, it gives you 0 errors and 0 warnings, and I rebuild the target. Okay, this is a common practice, building and rebuild. Okay, so here also, from here also you can do it. Okay, build, or you can also press F7, and rebuild the target. Okay, so building and rebuilding is done. So the next step is debugging. Okay, so I go to debug and I choose start debug session, or also you can control F5, you can also do it. Okay, and here also you can see the icon. Okay, you can just you can click this option. As soon as you click it, a window will pop up and it will say evaluation mode. Okay, running with code size limit 2k. I just click OK. Okay, now for line by line execution, okay, we have to press F11 from the keyboard. Okay, so you can see the registers here: R0, R1, R2, R3, R4, R5, R6 and R7. All has value 0, 0, 0. Okay, 0 into 0, 0. Okay, so if you see the registers here, we have talked about two registers, right? Math registers A and B, both are 0, 0, and other registers also. Okay, so we will see. Okay, first we will just press F11. Let's see what happens. You can see here the first instruction is move A, 55H. It means we are moving the value 55H to the register A. So I'll press F11. See here, A has become 55. Okay, 0 into 55. Okay, now I will press F11 again. Let us see what happens. So if you can see here, R0 has become 55. Okay, so A is still 55. Okay, and R0 has become 55. Okay, so now I'll press F11 again. R1 becomes 55. Okay, move R1 comma A. Okay, so A has a value 55 and now we have moved to register R2. So I'll press F11 again. So R2 has become 55H. Okay, R2 has become 55H. We have moved the value, A's value. A has 55H and we have moved it to R2. Okay, the next instruction is move R3 comma 95H, hash 95H. Okay, so we are moving the value 95H to register R3. Okay, I'll press F11. So R3 has become 95, right? So what we are doing now, we are moving the value, okay, 95H, which is saved in R3, to A, register A. Now the register has 55. If you look at all the registers, all registers has different values now. Nothing has cleared. Once you move the value, it stays there. Okay, so now we are moving the value 95H to register A. Okay, R3. Okay, A comma R3. Okay, so this 55 will become 95 now. Okay, as soon as I press F11. Okay, I pressed F11. A has become 95H. Okay, so it will say, after that it will say no execute or read permission. Okay, if you press F11 again, so it has come to the end of the program. Okay, so that's all.